This is Mama's, and this is Karma Jane, and we're going to show you a little bit about clicker training to make your life easier as a hoof groom. Clicker training is a great adjunct to any other kind of training you may be doing, and basically what it is click means yes, and you reward the yes. It's not a lot different than the pressure and release, except that there's a more positive response to the sound. When I say click, I don't use the mechanical clicker. I use the click with my mouth because it's just easier for me. So you just make a sound with your tongue, and that's a signal to the horse that it means yes. The first thing we do is what they call load the clicker. And that means to make sure that she knows that when I make that sound, that means, yes, she did what I wanted and she will be rewarded. So what I want her to do right now is touch my hand, and I give her her reward. The reward doesn't necessarily have to be food. You can use petting, but the reward has to be of value to the animal that you're working with. So I want her to touch my hand. Okay. She gets the reward. And how I can tell that she has made the connection up between the sound and the yes is when if I make the sound and then she's looking for her reward. She was. So she knows that click means yes, and that it'll be followed by something she really, really likes. Now, how we're going to use this in hoof grooming, the first thing whenever I approach a new horse that I'm not familiar with is I always approach it with good manners and horse language, and that's to lower my eyes and extend my hand out like this and let the horse smell me. If the horse accepts me, I can tell a lot by their personality right then. And so if they accept me, then I move into their space and I like to breathe in through their nostrils just so they know who I am. Then I'll take a survey of the whole horse's body, and I'll touch the horse and just see how they are with me at their different parts, and make sure that what I'm doing to them is giving them pleasure. So they're going to associate me with pleasure. The next thing I do is I'll take my strange looking tools and bring them up and just let the horse get used to what it is there. I want her to touch that. A click and treat. Now this is what I really want her to do, and that is going to be to hold the foot up there, because that's what horses do for a living. They move their feet. That's good. Why should I have to hold her foot when she's perfectly capable of doing it herself? And with the hoof jack, most grooms will do it this way when you're working with your angle grinder. And I prefer to just get the horse used to leaving it lay there. Good girl. Put it back. And what you can do, I always reward the leaving it there with petting. Good girl. Karma isn't perfect about keeping her foot up there. So we're going to stop right now and work about keeping her foot there. And this is Mama's doing her treatment. protection, which I don't have on right now. And that's just a little bit to show you that you don't have to work as hard as most hoofgrooms do. You can do it this way. Try it yourself and see. So that's my little spiel on clicker training and using the stool. I call it the little old lady trim, or any way you want to call it. But this is how I do it. And I don't walk away with a sore back and sore legs. Let the horse do the work. Get to be their friend, and pretty soon when they see you, they're gonna nicker, because here comes my hoofgroom, oh boy! That I like to do. Since I do quite a few horses, I like to have, and some of them are minis, I like to have a mini jack, as well as the regular hoof jack. And I've found that except for the biggest quarter horses, or maybe a Shire draft cross, the mini jack is perfect. That way I don't have to spend time going between the two different, taking the top off and taking it back on. I like to do a top-down trim, which means I start after I've mapped the foot. I start from the top. And in your path. So this is Mama's Paws and Karma Jane from beautiful Oak Ridge, Oregon, saying happy horse trimming.